So the question is about culture in crisis, and I should give a little speech about it. Actually, it will be very improvised, but I will try to say at least some sentences. So the first question is, what is a crisis? We are living in the century when everybody is talking about the crisis. It's very modern to be in a crisis. All the Western Atlantic society is in the crisis. Everybody has family crisis. Everybody has personal crisis. Everybody is trying to find himself somehow. So in that point of view, it has not so much sense to talk about the crisis any longer. It's better to talk about some sensible or meaningful terms or activities. But there is a kind of crisis which is not so difficult to define, and this is crisis which is coming not from inside, from ourselves, but from outside. We can be under deep political pressure, we can be under deep financial pressure, and it doesn't mean that it's somehow uncomfortable for us to live. Or that we can't spend every holidays in Tibet, but it could be really difficult to survive under these conditions. So under this term we can speak about some certain kind of crisis which is coming from outside. And to speak about the culture, it's a little bit similar to talk in general about this notion, because our Western Atlantic civilization is full of culture. We are a very rich society. We have a lot of grants which are spent for culture, but very often we see that the activities which should be culture, or which are called to be culture, and which ask some money from the society to be supported, are somehow not really meaningful. And but if the society or a single person is under a pressure from outside, then it's somehow more easy to see clearly what's really important and what's just our say oversensitivity. And so from that point of view, if the society is in really such kind of pressure from outside, if the society is in the war or living in the totalitarian system. So it's always much more black and white, and it's much more inspiring, but much less comfortable. And I spent in Ukraine quite a lot of time now, for about 2 months altogether within the last 1 year. So I know a little bit about the feeling of the society, and I can also judge from the time when Czech Republic was a communistic system. And in that time we had a lot of troubles, but we had a lot of hope, and it was very easy to find a person or an activity which we can trust to, and it was very easy to see what's really wrong or snaky. And in a rich democratic society it's not so easy to see it. So maybe this is what I can say about the topic.